Welcome to the Crafty Meraki-versary YouTube hop and giveaway.
Hi everyone, my name is Brennan and welcome to Brennan's Crafty Corner.
Hello everyone, my name is Brennan and welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to be participating in a YouTube hop hosted by Crafty Meraki. This coordinates with their new release and their 4th year anniversary, so congratulations to Bindu for having her company for 4 years. I am so excited with today's release because there are so many amazing florals, and we all know how much I love florals. So let's get into this video, and just a little quick preface, the Crafty Meraki products you are going to see in this video were sent to me free of charge. Let's get into it. So today we're going to be using the new Crafty Meraki Sahara Symphony background die. This is just so pretty. It has some leaves that are like stitched. I just love how this looks and I'm so happy to use it. And then we're also going to be using the new floral flower die set. You guys know I love my flowers, so I was so excited to see this. This is what it creates. We're going to be doing something similar, but we're only going to be using the big flower. So this one right here. We're just going to be doing one floral for this card. And we'll use some of the leaves. So let's get started because I just love how this card comes out. It's so floral and fun. So as you can see here, all of our petals and our stamen are cut out using the largest die from the set. This cuts out the big, large flower. You may notice that this little part's missing. That's just because I'm not going to use it because I want the entire thing to be yellow. So I'm only going to use this part of the stamen. Anyways, you could totally do this on colored cardstock if you wish, but I personally like to Copic color or ink blend when I'm doing layered die cutting, and we're going to do some ink blending today. So let's get inky. So to do some ink blending, we're going to be using the color Pixie Dust from Catherine Pooler. Right now you might be like, Brennan, why aren't you doing this part of the flower? You don't see this part of the flower, so we don't have to worry about coloring it. This part is going to cover, well, all 3 petal sets are going to cover it, so you don't have to worry about it. So all we're going to do is we're going to take our ink. There, you can actually see the name, Pixie Dust. I'm just going to ink up my blending brush, tap it off a little. We're just going to start in the center. We're going to work our way out. And we're going to try to leave a little bit of the petals white. That just creates a pretty cool effect. Okay, there's our first petal set. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more on. I can be a little indecisive when it comes to ink blending. Okay, now we come down to these 2. We're just going to keep doing this until, like I said before, we're almost fully covered, but we want to leave a little bit of white there, and I think that is good. Now we're just going to ink up one more time, tap a little off, and then this petal hangs down, so this is the part that's going to be in the center. So we're going to add our ink up here, and this part is the part that will be white. And there we go. All of our petals are colored. Now, just to color the little stamen here, we're going to use some Y18 Copic. I have to take off both ends of this because the pressure in this Copic is a little wonky, and I like to say throws up on me if I don't. So I always just make sure to take off both sides to prevent that from happening, because that's not fun when your project is completely ruined. But there's our stamen colored. So now let's get into assembly. So we are going to take the base part of the flower, and this part, the one with 3 petals, gets glued down first. So we're just going to add some glue to the back of it. And I promise you, this one's really not hard to layer at all because you can see exactly where the petal outlines are going to go because of the base part of the flower, which is perfect. So we have that petal down, and now we go in with the one with 2. It's like a countdown. You're going to go 3, 2, 1. So just adding some glue to this as well. And we're going to, boop. We're just making sure it lines up with the part that's underneath. And we're all good. And now, this is what could be the tricky part. It's not tricky at all. But if you're not paying attention, you could accidentally mess it up. So we're not going to do that, though. You put the stamen down before you put this last petal because you want it to be hidden. So I'm going to have mine tilted a little bit like this. Actually, no, we're going to have it just straight up. You just want it to essentially go You want some of the stamen to cover that little bit of white area left. That way, the last petal will cover it. So you just want it to come down here slightly and cover some of this area. Because, like I already said, then when you put this on, it'll be covered. So we're going to put this on now. And there we go. Our flower is assembled. Now we're going to do the leaves, but I'm going to do that off camera because it's the exact same process as the petals, so you don't need to see that. So as you can see, I did the exact same thing with the leaves as the petals, and I used the color Matcha, also from Catherine Fuller, and I just used the die with the 3 big leaves on it. I also, using the Sahara Symphony background, cut out a nice background. I did the actual background dye in white, and then I added some black as a backing, because I think that's just a very classic look, and I think our flower is going to look amazing on there. So let's get to laying it out. I, of course, want to do 3 leaves because you always want to work in odd numbers because that's what the eye likes for whatever reason. We also have to be careful that we don't go off the card because, oh, I totally added glue to this side and not this side. Because these leaves are long and that could very well happen. And I want the floral to be in the middle so we can pull this one out a little bit, just a tiny itsy bitsy bit. Okay. In the middle, almost to the edge. Perfect. Now this one is going to come up here, almost like this. And we're going to create basically a visual triangle. Is there? No. So we're going to add a little bit more glue on here. And like I said, visual triangles. So we're going to have this sleeve up here. So that's creating part of our triangle. We have our 1, 2, and then our third here will create our last part of the triangle. So it's 3. So it creates 1 edge, 2 edge, 3 edge, and that creates our little visual triangle. So now I just have to glue this leaf down to the flower. Just got to keep pushing it to make sure it aligns well. Let me put that down in the center. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now we can glue this down. Just add and glue to all the back and plop that down right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. To finish off this card, I added Thinking of You sentiment from the Crafty Meraki Moments Hay stamp set right there. It's still in my Misty, so that's why it's not there. That's what I used for the sentiment, and I just love how this card came out. It's so subtle, and it will make the perfect Thinking of You card. Okay, so I mentioned a giveaway at the beginning. So how you're going to enter is you're going to pop down to the description box below. There's going to be a link there, and that's how you're going to enter. And this is a hop, so there's a bunch more videos that coordinate with this. So also in the description, make sure to just enter into the giveaway. Then you'll go see the playlist, click on a playlist, and there's going to be a bunch more videos that are also using the new release. And that gives you a ton of inspiration and different ideas on how to use the new products. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone, and happy crafting!